See me there? I'm Devin V. Duncan. I used to be a private detective. Why? Well, picture a beautiful white swan. You picturing? Good. Now picture it being suffocated in a thick coat of black oil after that BP spill. That's how this lousy economy suffocated my career. Don't want to admit it, but my friend Sid is right. I let my closed-eyed dreams blind my open-eyed reality. As a result, I can't stop bumping into failure.
I know you're in there. If I don't get the rent by Friday, you're out of here.
That was Bill Ray. I like to call him B-Ray. He liked it too until 3 months ago. Now it's Mr. Ray. Amazing how a year without clients can change a relationship. I've put ads on Craigslist, made a Facebook page, and completed my damn LinkedIn profile. And all I've managed to gain is a broken heart, an inbox full of spam, and a bunch of weirdos following me on Twitter.
It's open.
Do I have to say it? All right. Fate steps in. Actually, she saunters in.
Are you a dick? Are you a dick?
Depends on who's asking. Some think I'm a dick, others think I'm a detective.
Aren't dick and detective the same thing?
Not since the 1940s. Why don't we see if I qualify for either, Miss...
Anders. Alicia Anders. Yes, that Alicia Anders. I need you to help me save my relationship.
And how am I supposed to do that?
I need you to help bridge the gap between me and Jason.
Jason...
Westerbrook. Gary Westerbrook's son. I've tried everything to bond with him, but wild parties and reality TV are all Jason thinks of when he sees me.
Well, that's great. But I'm not exactly a relationship therapist.
I have to show Jason that I'm worthy of being in his father's life.
And just what makes you think that I can help you win over the son of an airline tycoon?
Jason will be staying with us for about a week. He's really into comic books. Gary saw him reading a Superman one. He loves watching movies with his father, and so I thought that maybe watching a superhero movie together would be a good start. I know that Superman Returns is the latest Superman film, but I'm not sure if it's any good. Look.
As I talk over Alicia's honey-coated voice, she rambles on about how she fears her relationship with Gary is more fragile than a pair of hose.
So I have to know. Is Superman Returns the right choice?
Something in Alicia's eyes tells me my suspicion about her is as off as a tone-deaf singer's chances of winning American Idol.
Sit down. Why do you want a detective?
Well, I figure, like cops, detectives are trained to uncover specific details. Can you imagine me playing detective?
It would be a little bit like Kim Kardashian taking a job with the paparazzi. Not to mention, movie critics aren't contractually obligated from leaking everything you just said to the press.
You're the first agency in town that hasn't put me on hold, laughed at me, or hung up.
That was you?
Here's $1,500. You'll get another $2,000 when you complete the case. This is to ensure that our business won't air on TMZ. Oh, and one other thing. Is there any way you could collect opinions from real Superman fans? It'll help me become more knowledgeable about these movies in general and hopefully connect better with Jason.
When did you say you needed this by?
"48 hours. Eddie Murphy was great in that movie. Now he's best known as an animated donkey driving an ogre crazy. Anyway, I have until Friday to prevent my career from flatlining. Man, this computer crawls slower than a drunk stumbling into a taxi. I can't help it. Watching Kryptonian crystals rise out of the ocean had the same effect as watching Congress argue on C-SPAN.
Flick off, Devin. Time to get up.
Kara?
Not that I don't want to cop a quick feel, but I just can't get why Kara, my old flame from high school, is dressed like a wrestling chick.
Okay, lots changed since the 10th grade.
Sure has. Now get your ass over here.
Ass? You say ass now?
I didn't. You did. I mean, you were thinking it.
Okay, that made about as much sense as...
That right there is why I'm here. Look at you. You're a mess. I'm your lifeline. I'm not going anywhere.
Alright, wait, are you here or am I just dreaming you're here? Ah!
Feel that?
Ah!
Then I'm really here.
Ah, she smashes a better elbow than Macho Man Randy Savage from the top rope.
What's with you? You look like how I feel. What are you, in my brain or something?
I'm not in your brain. I am your brain. The better half, that is. I'm here to put your creativity over and give you some balls.
If this were a case to find the raging lunatic, it would be solved right here and now. 'Cause that raging lunatic is me.
Okay, so what, you're like my muse or something?
I'm not your muse or your alter ego. I'm that spark in your right hemisphere that has helped you come up with witty stuff like...
Where you going?
Need brain food. Need coffee and donuts.
But I'm not hungry.
Stop lying. I'm your brain. See me? Hi. I'm your brain without food. Any questions?
Look, I ain't going.
As Kara comes closer, I'm thinking she's gonna lay into me for sure. But her hard, cold eyes give way to the warmth of the Kara I used to know. I so miss that. I so miss her. Still.
Staying here won't stop Sid from pestering you about that job. He'll keep calling until the ringing drives you crazy and you'll cave like you always do.
No,
Yes, you will.
Look, Sid is just trying to help out.
No food, no ideas. No detective agency.
Alicia Anders. Find out why kryptonite is so important.
No witty comebacks either.
I need some coffee.
Sorry, Devin.
It's fine. Hey, Sid. Okay. Coffee and donuts.
The usual.
Yeah.
Okay. Life is good?
Not really. Ty, what are you doing? There's a lady present.
She waves her hand in front of her face as if to say, I'm John Cena. You can't see me.
There you go, my friend. Thanks.
I think that might be one of those side effects from watching fake sports. Makes you start to see things that aren't real.
Better than paying $50 to see a 20-second main event.
At least those 20 seconds lead to a real outcome.
Look, everybody knows what happens in action and horror flicks, and they all pay to see them.
MMA tests real ability. I mean, how are people supposed to get better if they're being paid to lose?
Eat the freaking donut!
Right, Jesus.
You okay?
I'm fine.
Working on any new cases?
Yeah, I got a super one.
Devin, you gotta stop wasting time. That job's not gonna be there forever.
What job, the mall security guard?
Director of mall security, Devin, there's a big difference. I had to jump through hoops to get you an interview for that job.
Sid, don't you miss being a photographer, taking pictures in giant stadiums with roaring crowds?
It's not my life anymore, Devin. The sooner you come to terms with yours, the better off you're gonna be.
Just because that magazine folded doesn't mean you can't find another job. I mean, there's websites and publications.
A lot of photographers out there, Devin. They're younger, they're better, they got more contacts. I'm very thankful my father left me this place. I got something to fall back on. That's what I'm talking about with you. And stop playing games, move on.
Uncle Sid, what do you got against Devin being a detective?
What do I have against Devin being a detective? Is that what you asked me? Huh? What do you have against fulfilling your potential? I thought you wanted to compete in the Ultimate Fighter.
I don't know, I thought I did. But why pin all your hopes on something that you know isn't gonna happen? At least with detectives, you know, they're always gonna be around. People are always gonna need detectives. It's good to be needed.
Do you think so? Devin, you feel needed?
Ty, I'm about as needed as Superman needed to leave Earth in Superman Returns.
Yeah, he didn't need to go back to Krypton.
I knew that movie was terrible just by the product placement.
Hey, what about the chick that played Lex Luthor's so-called vixen? Come on, Uncle Sid, she was like a 5, right? 6 tops.
The Oscars were won on looks. Every supermodel would have one.
Got tickets to Comic-Con.
Comic-Con?
Yeah, Comic-Con.
What's Comic-Con?
You know, it's a meeting of comic book and pop culture. It's every fanboy's paradise.
Perfect. You'll run into countless fans spilling their guts about Superman Returns. Hell, they could fill you in on all the scenes you literally slept on.
What is this thing with Comic-Con?
It's a convention. I don't know,
He's
people
got no
go.
time for this nonsense.
Everybody's got time. It's one day. You know what? You should come with. Come on, I'll show you around. It'll be fun.
Huh. It'll be fun? He's got no time for this nonsense. You gotta get ready for that interview.
Ty, when are we leaving for Comic-Con?
You happy with yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you'll be cleaning toilets.
The last time I was here, I went undercover to bust one of the largest illegal contract rackets in the city. Now, I'm interviewing people who wear their underwear in public on purpose.
So, have you seen Superman Returns?
Yes.
And how was it?
Mediocre at best.
Alright, and why was that?
It didn't hold my attention. I didn't love the character. I had fun.
You had fun, but
it wasn't everything I could have wanted. The pacing was slow. I just kept waiting for something, to happen.
I fell asleep.
I think I might be the only person on Earth who actually enjoyed it.
Really? You enjoyed it? Okay.
I know. I mean, I like it less as I get older, but for me, Kevin Spacey still makes that movie. He's in it just enough to keep me awake, maybe, as part of it. I mean, there's that whole, dumb subplot with Superman having a son. That's not too cool. I don't think anyone's, really into that.
Oh my goodness! Hi, my name's Devin. I'm wondering.
My name's Devin as well.
Your name's Devin as well. Yeah, that's pretty cool that you're already obviously a cool person. have you seen Superman Returns?
Yes, I have.
Is it a good film?
It's alright.
Compared to the other Superman movies, is it okay?
Compared to the other ones,
oh, really?
Yeah.
A little bit too much on the side with him and Lois.
Yeah?
Yeah. Focus on that.
Too wishy-washy?
Yeah.
Did you fall asleep like I did?
Not enough action.
You see more to it.
Okay. So, but you thought it was for chicks?
I felt like it was a love story.
So you might know a lot about the last Superman movie, right?
I heard a few stuff about it.
You've heard a few of them. So you have you seen it?
I actually have not seen it, no.
Now, it would be a good date movie then.
Yeah, kind of.
Like just as a date movie for
a superhero date movie.
Probably one of the new Batman movies, the Dark Knight movies.
Yeah, same thing for maybe just like your future stepmother.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if my future stepmother would be totally into superhero movies, but yeah, that'd be a good one to introduce her to.
Batman.
Batman, The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight.
Batman. Dark Knight Rises. My favorite.
Dark Knight easily. Best one in the series.
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight
series, yes.
Dark Knight. See, what is this?
This is an Aperture Science replica portal gun from the game Portal.
And did you make one of those lightsabers somehow and put it in there? Oh, it changes color now.
Nope, I bought it online.
You bought it online? Oh, you can buy them now.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Would Dave be impressed with this?
Yes, she would.
She would, okay. I'll keep that in mind.
All right.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Devin.
Nice to meet you, Devin.
I kind of relate to why these people want to share their love for superheroes. Having a safe place to express their passion without judgment to them is as important as solving cases is for me. Besides, those Batman toys are pretty cool.
Come on, admit it. You had fun.
Yeah, admit it, Devin.
It didn't suck.
Oh, please. I saw you hovering all over that Batman merch. Hey, the important thing is you came with an open mind.
Dead fun. The comedy, comics con, whatever you call it. It's time you set up that interview, Devin.
Look, Sid, I appreciate the offer, but I'm gonna have to pass.
Still think you're a detective? Is that what it is? Devin, you know, we all wake up one day, and there it is. Reality. I had to face it. Now you have to face it. You're young. You're gifted. You still got time. You work hard, you pay attention, you'll be the next John Jones.
You know, being gifted doesn't necessarily mean you're not gonna fail.
No.
Hey, look, it's your lifetime. You do what you want.
Hey, you clean. You mind your business.
Likewise,
You stay out of
Sid.
this. Understand me?
Look, Ty, thanks for letting me tag along.
Anytime.
Sid, I got a movie review to write.
Rest in peace.
Bathroom.
I'm going.
Don't forget the toilet.
Flick him! Who does he think he is, trying to control your life?
He's got a point. I mean, this is ridiculous. I've gone from questioning suspects to interviewing grown adults who dress up as their favorite comic book heroes. I don't know what I'm doing.
Avoiding the deadline that will save your agency? Don't think you can weasel your way out of this. I am not some bimbo you conjured up from your fixation with pro wrestling and adult pay-per-views. I am your brain, the most powerful organ in your body. Without me, you're nothing. I rule your thoughts. I rule your actions. I call the shots. So get off your sorry ass and get cracking. Move!
Man, all I care is nagging has sent a sharp pain in my forehead. It's hitting me harder than the hike in my rent.
All right, you know what? You control my thoughts? Try this one. Go away. All right, I'm done.
I'm sick of this shit. You're really gonna let that douchebag continue to ruin your life?
I'm not talking about Sid.
That's not who I'm talking about, and you know it. Oh, I should...
Oh, what? Bash me in the face again with your elbow?
I potatoed you for a reason. I elbowed you because you keep running away from me like a little bitch every time you have to write.
Look, I've written detailed, informative case reports for 3.5 years.
Informative, not creative. Aren't you sick of letting that internship squeeze your imagination by the balls?
Okay, look, he was a senior writer for the New Yorker magazine, okay? I was nothing.
No, he was an insecure prick. You were a college student who had the chops to easily replace him in a few years.
I never even wanted to be a writer.
You still want to express yourself. Writing has been the best way for you to do that. Don't let him hurt you anymore. Don't let him make you lose this great opportunity to reconnect what comes naturally to you. Come on, seriously. The only reason his nose was so high up in the air was to keep his coworkers from punching it. We're good?
Yeah, except I am not cut out to write movie reviews.
You love movies without being an insufferable movie mark. You call them like you see them. Who wouldn't want that kind of movie critic?
I'm letting that sink in. Then suddenly, like a water main break, images gush into my noggin. Why am I seeing an image of Ty mopping up coffee in my head?
Maybe he reminds you of something.
It was his first day, and he was way too worked up.
Just like
the special effects in Superman Returns.
For the first time in a year, I'm excited. There's a reason to look forward instead of cursing the past and loathing the present.
What does this remind you of?
How she switched her story about who was driving to avoid jail time when she crashed her car.
And?
How I wish Kate Bosworth and Parker Posey had switched roles in Superman Returns.
What are you still staring at me for? Tick-tock, tick-tock!
Images, metaphors, similes pulse in my brain faster than beats thumping in a nightclub. Yet there's one image that makes me pause.
What does his favorite sweater always remind you of?
What is this bad word?
Bum wardrobe. Not bad, bum.
But you got something against
The
this?
bummy sweater and this movie have something in common.
Oh, I get it. You hate Sid, and you think that his crummy sweater has as many holes as this movie's plot.
Your friend is my friend. Hey, look, I'm not the heel here. And while we're on the subject, why didn't you tell him to shut up?
Wait a minute. You think I'm intimidated by Sid?
At times, yes.
The guy's been through hell.
And I haven't. I had to physically transform into a female wrestler just so you'd stop ignoring me.
Alright, can we finish this?
I can't believe that half of my brain actually despises Sid. I gotta stop thinking about that. Kara's irritating as all hell, but she helps me see that I've been using visual metaphors to solve cases all along.
Did you include a link of the video from the interviews we did with the fans at Comic-Con?
Not yet, but now it's there.
Watch The Dark Knight. Batman is the character that reflects modern times. It has complex plots and edgy special effects that make any kid hyper without the candy.
That's it. Case closed. God, that feels good to conquer something.
I hate to interrupt your little feel-good moment, but don't think you've conquered this thing just yet.
Excuse me for feeling anything but misery for 2 seconds.
Phil does that.
Who's Phil?
Your anal left brain. I like to call it Phil after that guy who tried to...
Guy who stole you, the real you, from me in high school? You named my left
Why
brain...
not? Phil's way of thinking is as constipated as that kid's walk, remember? Anyway, Phil's not gonna give up. He's been headlocking your inner voice for years. I finally had the strength to body slam his ass. I'm the cerebral champion. For now. When he senses you gaining more confidence in your God-given talent, he'll want a rematch. In other words, you still need them.
Never said I didn't.
Alright. Just checking.
Real or imagined, chicks are a handful.
Come in.
Make that 2 handfuls. Alicia throws herself at me as if I'd saved her life. With my help, she's able to connect with Jason, which has made her life much easier, and a relationship with Gary much better.
I almost forgot. We're watching Green Lantern next.
Was the journey worth it? Probably. Alicia Anders has inspired me to post reviews on my new blog, the F.P.I. Files. It's located at fpiseries.com. Whether it's criminals or plot holes, I smoke them out, pin them down. Forget CSI. I'm the F.P.I. Devin V. Duncan. Film, Private Eye.